What's up, Victory Tribe? So I had to redo the TradingView video because the colors got switched. I was up at 2 o'clock in the morning trying to get it done, and then I realized somebody pointed out that the candles were switched. So I'm going to start from the top, which I don't mind. Okay? So that's the TradingView app. This is your watch list. So your watch list is basically where you would add the stocks that you want to trade. And if you don't want all of this on your watch list, swipe to the left, press the trash, and it'll delete. If you want to add something to your watch list, click the plus at the top. Let's say you want to add NQ, which is right here. Click the plus, close, and as you can see, it got added to the bottom. Now, we are going to go to the next slot at the bottom, which is chart. So this is your TradingView chart, okay? If you do not pay for the subscription, you will have to deal with these ads and deal with the delayed data, okay? I'm going to press the X on the ad, and this is the chart. So if you want to know how to work the chart, on over here where it's going up and down, that is the price, okay? This black right here going up and down, that is the price. That is where you will stretch out your chart or minimize your chart. At the bottom right here are the dates and times, depending on what time frame you are on. Stretch it out to the left. If you want it wide, stretch it out to the right if you want to bring it together. Now this down here at the bottom, these bars, that is an indicator. So this little arrow at the top right here where it says VOL, you would click that. You would hit the trash can and it'll get rid of that. Because I know once you open up your TradingView, it does have those bars at the bottom that's letting you know that there's an indicator on the screen. So as you can see right here is your watch list, okay? Anything that is on your watch list will be on this little thing right here, okay? Now, right here, you have your date range, which is the time frames that you will actually trade on or where you want to do your analysis on. So with you being a beginner trader, I recommend that you start out with maybe from 5, 15, 1 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour, okay? How to favorite this, you will actually press and hold on the time, add to your favorites. I'm going to actually go ahead and put a star on the ones that are very important as a beginner trader, so that way that you will know. And that way, once you get in your groove, you will know exactly which ones you want to take off or add on, okay? So I did the daily, the 1 day, 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minute, 5 minutes, and that's it. And I hit the X at the top. And so now all of your time frames are on here. Now, how do you read the time frames? As you can see right now, we are on Bitcoin. So we are on the 4 hour. So that means that every candle on the 4 hour is 4 hours. So you see right here to the right is letting you know that in 2 hours and 43 minutes, that candle is going to close on the 4 hour. Okay? So every candle, 4 hours, 4 hours, 4 hours, okay? Then if you want to know what went on inside of the 4 hour, you go to the 1 hour. So every candle is 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, so on and so forth. 15 minutes, every candle is 15 minutes, okay? This is how you would do your top-down analysis. Looking at different time frames. You will always start from the higher time frame, which is the daily. You'll work your way down to the 4 hour and then the 1 hour. But we'll get more into that later on. I just want you to know why people use different time frames, okay? A lot of people enter on the lower time frames, which would be your 5 minute, 15 minute, and then they do their analysis on the higher time frames, which will be the 1 hour, 4 hour, or the daily. Okay, so let's say, for instance, we're looking at this. we're on the 1 hour, and it's telling you that you have 42 minutes before this candle actually closes. That's how you read that. Now, we're going to go to the next arrows right here. So the arrow that's pointing down and up, that's next to the time frames, we're going to click on that. So this is how you would actually connect your broker. Okay, once you get a broker and that broker is compatible with TradingView, you will be able to actually connect that broker to TradingView and take your trades on TradingView. Now, a lot of brokers have their own trading platform, especially with prop firms. So, for example, Top Step is a prop firm. They don't let you trade on TradingView. So in that instance, you will chart your chart, mark up your charts and your levels on TradingView and take your trades on the broker trading platform. So, but if you are a beginner and you don't have a broker, this right here is paper trading. You will click that. It'll say paper trading. You will hit connect. Okay. So now you can actually take trades, paper trades on TradingView. Okay. How do you know you in a paper trade? If you look at the bottom right there where it says 2026, you will see the TradingView logo. You will click that and it'll let you know your account balance, orders, order history, balance history, trading journal. All of that is on here. If you want to log out of your paper trading, you'll just hit the arrow, you'll just hit the paper trading arrow and it'll say log out of paper trading. Okay? So that's how you do that. Now that you know that you are on a paper trading account, these arrows right here is how you will actually enter your orders. Now the orders is that you're basically placing an order on the market stating that you are in agreement with the market, or if the market is trending down, you say, hey, I'm going to put in an order for the market to trend down too. If the market is going up, you're basically saying, hey, I'm going to put an order in because the market is going up, so I'm going to buy up with the market, or you're going to sell down with the market. That's basically what orders are, okay? Now, you have different types of orders that you can put in. Market is like, I want to get straight in with the market, whatever it is. I don't want to put no limit on it, no stop on it, or anything like that. I just want to enter, okay? So with this tool, you can also set up your take profit and your stop loss, okay? At the bottom, it lets you know how much you are leveraging, 10 to 1, your tick value, which will be, what is that, like 10 cents, less than 10 cents, and your trading value. So all of that is calculated in, okay? Now, you would just hit buy. Now, you can hit sell or buy up here at the top. I said 10 cents is 1 cent. So let's see if it'll let us do a buy. Boom. So you see, it took us right to the trade. It didn't let us set any levels or anything like that. It puts you right where the market is. Okay. You got to be a bad man majama to want to do that. That means you just want to get in and get out. Okay. Now you can hit your take profit and your stop loss. So at the top, this is your TP, your take profit, which is basically saying, hey, if this trade is correct, this is how much I want to make. Your stop loss is basically saying, hey, if this trade is wrong, this is how much I'm willing to risk. So that is how you set up your take profit and your stop loss. Sorry about that. Now, if you want to close the position, you would just hit the X and press close position, and it'll let you know that your market order was closed. If you hit the arrows again, now we have limit. So limit and stop are pretty much the same. Once you hit that, oh, let me do this again. It's still on market. So we're going to go to limit, pull it down, and you can actually put the limit amount that you want on the market. So if you say, hey, I want my limit to be here, which means that I don't want to enter until the market hits that limit. Okay, you will hit buy. Well, I think it's doing that because we are on a paper trading account, and also it's delayed data, but normally it won't skip right to the market. It'll just sit there and let the market actually go to that point. Same thing with stop. Stop is the same. You basically saying I want to put a stop order in. You set your stop loss wherever you want it to be, your take profit wherever you want it to be, and then you press buy, and you see that it says stop. So that means that this order will not be triggered until the market gets to this price. Once the market gets to this price, then you will automatically enter into the order. So that is how you place orders, okay? Now, there are 3 dots down here. Let me scroll over. Here's the pencil. The pencil is pretty much where all your drawing tools are. So if you want to draw a trend line, okay, you see this dot wherever you point it at and stop it at, okay? For instance, let's say you want to do a trend line, okay? You will hit your pencil, trend line, then you will put your dot where you want that trend line to start and put your dot where you want that trend line to end, okay? If you want to change the color, hit the pencil right there and you can change the color. If you want to put a text, you will hit text and then you will put what color and then you will double tap the line, double tap, go to text, and then you can actually put what you want that line to say. Also, if you want to make that line thicker, you can. Thicker than that, you can. Smaller than that, you can. You can do dash lines, dotted lines, all of that good stuff, okay? This little 3 squares with the plus that is on your tools right here, you can actually press that and you can save the drawing as a template. So let's say you want to save it as an indication. Boom. Now, when you go here, you have indication and it'll automatically add that line, okay? Now, another thing that is on your tools, you have so many tools you can use. You have the horizontal ray. So this is basically like, you know, marking a line on key levels. I like to use the horizontal ray sometimes. And then you have the horizontal line. The horizontal line will go all the way across the chart, as you can see, all the way across, okay? So it's up to you and your discretion on which line you would like to use. I'm going to hit the pencil again. I didn't cover this in the other video, so I'm going to cover it in this one. This is the Fibonacci tool, okay? Fibonacci tools are used to measure swing levels. So a lot of key levels will be right here at 0.5, 0.618. This is basically how a lot of traders use this tool to measure pullbacks or possible take profits, depending on what the market is doing and what you are analyzing. I do have examples on my page where I've actually used the Fibonacci tool, so feel free to check those out on my TikTok page and on YouTube. So I'm going to hit the pencil again. And we're going to go down. So you have a brush, you have arrows you can use, any type of tool that you want to use to draw on your chart. Okay, whatever you want to use, customize it to your liking. Now, this is the long position. So this is something that you see people use when they are trading and they want to measure their risk to reward ratio. So as you can see, it says risk reward ratio. So right now it's like a 1-to-1, 1-to-2, 1-to-3. And then down here would be the risk, right? So this is long. Long means that you are entering for a buy. Okay, if you want to customize this, you can change the colors, you can change the risk color, you can change the text color, and then you can actually save it as a template. Everything that you create on your chart, you can actually save it. So that way you won't have to keep doing the same settings over and over. Now, if you want to use it accurately to measure your risk to reward, if you double click it, you can actually put in your account size, how many lots, your risk. If you want to change your risk from percentage to actually dollar amount, you can put it on USDT. Your entry price, leverage, ticks price. So this is a great tool to use if you want to accurately measure your risk to reward, which is key when you are trading. You don't want to just enter a trade and just be looking at the dollar amount. You want to have actual rules when you trade. How much you are willing to win. How much you are willing to profit and how much you are willing to risk when you are entering trade. Okay. I'm going to hit the pencil again, and then I'm going to show you the short tool. Boom. So the short tool is basically when you are selling in the market, right? So this is basically saying that you are saying that the market is going to go down. And again, you can modify to whatever you want your risk to reward ratio to be. Okay? Hit the pencil again. You can favorite your chart, hide things, remove, erase anything that you don't want on your chart, all of those good things. Now, a tool that I recommend everyone to use is to change the color of your candles. Right now, you see the green candles, they are bullish going up, and the red candles are bearish going down. This is the reason I had to redo the videos, because I ended up changing the candles, and then when I tried to change them back, I ended up changing the wrong colors to the candles. So if you double click your candles, as you can see, they got the green and the red. If you want to change them, you can. So let's say, y'all know my chart is pink. So let's say we are changing the chart color. Now, when you change your chart color, hit the three dots at the bottom that are together, and then you will save as, and then you will save it as your name or something like that. So that way, it will not go back. Because what will happen is if you don't save it, then it'll actually go back to the original colors of the chart. And then now you like, what the heck is going on? Okay. So you see how it changed the colors of the chart. Now, if you see these arrows, this right here is just basically saying that you recently placed orders right here. Like you placed the buy and you placed the sell. So if you see those on your charts, that's basically what that means. Okay. So we're going to go over to the next tool. Again, right there, there's your paper trading. It showed what trades went in, what was placed successfully, how much you lost, how much you gained, all of those great things. If you hit the three dots right here, this is where you will see paper trading, or if you want to see that, you can press that on the three dots, indicators. So this is where if you want to search any type of indicators, like let's say you see somebody on TikTok, they're using a specific indicator and you want to test it out, that is where you would do it. 3 lines, indicator, and then you would actually type in whatever that indicator is and it'll pop up. If you want to change the settings on your indicator, you will click it at the top, hit the settings, and then you'll be able to change any inputs or anything that you want to change in regards to that indicator. Now, if you want to hide your indicator, you can click the eyeball, it'll hide it. And then you want to bring it back, you will actually re-click the eyeball. If you want to favorite it, you will hit the 3 dots and you can add it to your favorites. So that way you don't have to keep searching it. If you want to get rid of it, again, you would just hit the trash cans. Okay. I'm not really a indicator type person. I use the Fibonacci, but I like a clean chart. I don't like all of that stuff on my chart. I like clean thoughts, but your preference is your preference. A lot of people think indicators are helpful. So now we're going to go down to Explore. Explore is basically showing you the calendar, the economic calendar, what's going on, any type of news that's going on with the stocks, and anything that's going on with the stocks, just like a general view of what's going on in the stock market. Community is like a blog, where people that trade or the trading community post certain things that they've done on a chart or strategy. So this is something that you're interested in. Feel free to check it out. In the menu, of course, you will be able to see your login information. You'll be able to sign out, and any type of subscription that you want to purchase, this is where you will go. Okay. I hope this helps. If there's anything more that I need to go over, please let me know. This undo right here, this is basically taking you back to undo things on your chart. As you can see, it went back to the original colors. This right here, this little square thing, is basically changing how you view a chart. So if you don't want all of those buttons down at the bottom, you'll hit it and it'll just give you a full chart view. Okay. This little settings thing down here at the bottom in the corner, at the bottom right, you can click that and you can change things on your chart. Okay. If you want to change the symbols, you know, how your currency look, anything like that. If you want to change your time, a lot of people don't like military time, so you could put it on 12 hours and you can change the format of the date. Anything on your chart, like you can hide certain things. You can hide this if you want to, anything that you want. Customize it to your liking. This is your chart, your baby, and whatever makes you feel comfortable when you are trading, okay? Now, if you don't want to do the tools for the horizontal line, you can use this plus arrow right here. If you tap it, you can actually draw a horizontal line, okay? Also, if you want to set an alarms, if you double tap that, if you hit the 3 lines, you can add and create. It'll set an alarm. It won't let me do it because I don't have a subscription with this account. This is just a dummy account. But you can click add alert to horizontal line and it'll let you add an alert. So it'll say condition price crossing, which means if the price cross up or down, you will get an alert. This one, if the price cross up, you'll get an alert if it goes up. If price crosses down, then you will get an alert for it going down. Greater than horizontal line value, you can put at what price you want that alarm to go off. You can say that you want to go off one time or you want to go off every time, which is like, no, it says no more than 1 time per minute. Okay. Now, if you don't want to use the horizontal line, but you do want to set an alarm, you can hit the plus sign and put add alarm. And this little dotted line with the arrow is the alarm. Okay. You can double tap it. And again, you can customize your settings. You can even put a message like, hey, check the chart and your notifications. If you wanted to push through the app, if you wanted to send emails, okay, you would do it like that. And if you want to trash it, hit the trash can. It'll ask you, are you sure you want to delete? Delete. Boom, like that. Okay. So again, I hope I went over everything with you all. If I didn't, please let me know. I would love to give you all the details that you need to be a successful trader. Ashe.